There are claims about mail-in ballots and fraud that got President Trump flagged on Twitter this week because they aren't supported by facts. But News Channel 5's Jason Lamb tells us this week Tennessee Governor Bill Lee repeated those same claims, responding to a lawsuit seeking to let all voters mail in their ballots this year amid the COVID-19 pandemic.
Amid the COVID-19 pandemic, with elections coming up in August and November, the state says most voters will still have to vote in person. That fear of catching the coronavirus is not a good enough reason to request a mail-in ballot. Now a lawsuit challenges that restriction. And this week, Governor Lee said he doesn't think mail-in ballots should be expanded because of the chance for fraud.
I also fundamentally don't believe that we ought to have absentee voting with no excuse, because it opens up the opportunities for fraud.
But Lee offered no evidence of past fraud to back up that claim.
I don't think that there actually is evidence that there's fraud. It's something that you've seen our president say on a national level, and Twitter actually fact-checked him and said there's no evidence that having expanded absentee voting leads to fraud.
Twitter flagged President Trump's claims because experts say mail-in ballots are very rarely linked to fraud. In fact, one review found only 31 fraud cases in more than 1 billion absentee and in-person votes cast between 2000 and 2014.
When you don't have fraud and you're alleging that, I think it really can be kind of dangerous and discourage people to vote, people who really need to vote by mail.
A judge will decide whether to expand vote by mail to all voters next week. Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.